Good evening, students. How are you all? I hope you are very safe at your home. Today we are starting the second term, social lesson 1, history. Our topic is Vijayanagar and Pamini kingdoms. The learning objectives of this lesson is to know the circumstances that led to the rise and expansion of Vijayanagar and Pamini kingdoms. To familiarize ourselves with the administration, military organization, and the economic life during the time of their region. To know the contribution of Vijayanagar and Pamini rulers to literature, art, and architecture. These are the learning objective of this lesson. The introduction of this lesson gives so many meanings, and it has the whole summary of this lesson. First of all, the political condition of India in the 14th century provided great opportunities for the rise of new kingdoms in South India. The repressive measures of the temperamental Muslim king Muhammad bin Tughlaq led to the rise of many new independent states. In the South India, Vijayanagar and Gulbarga or Pamini emerged as two great kingdoms. The Pamini kingdom spread all over the Maharashtra region and partly over Karnataka. Ruled by 18 monarchs, it lasted for nearly 180 years. Early in the 16th century, it collapsed and split into 5 sultanates: Bijapur, Ahmednagar, Golconda, Bidar, and Berar. The state of Vijayanagar continued to flourish for nearly 200 years. Ultimately, Vijayanagar's wealth and prosperity induced the Muslim Deccan kingdoms to launch a combined war against it. In 1565, the Battle of Talikota, finally they could succeed in crushing Vijayanagar Empire. In this introduction, they were clearly said how these two kingdoms are emerged. The temperamental behavior of Muslim king Muhammad bin Tughlaq, that is the main causes for this arising of these two kingdoms, that is Vijayanagar and Pamini kingdoms. So, foundation of Vijayanagar Empire. Vijayanagara, the city of victory. Listen, students, Vijayanagara, the city of victory. Therefore, Vijayanagara means the city of victory. Was established in southern Karnataka by two brothers named Harihara and Bukka. Now you can clearly identify the founders of Vijayanagara Empire is the two brothers. One is Harihara, another one is Bukka. According to one tradition, Vidyanarayana, head of the Saiva Sringeri Mutt, instructed them to abandon their service to Tughlaq and rescue the country from Muslim authority. The new kingdom was called Vidyanagara for a time in honor of the spiritual teacher Vidyaranya before it come to be called Vijayanagara. 4 dynastics, namely Sangama, the year from 1336 to 1485, Salwa, the year from 1485 to 1505, Tuluva, 1505 to 1570, and Aravid, 1570 to 1646, ruled this kingdom. There are 4 dynasties in Vijayanagar Empire. One is Sangama. Next, Salwa, Tuluva, and Aravid. These are the 4 families rule this kingdom. The fertile region between the rivers Krishna and Tungabhadra and the Krishna Godavari delta were the zones of conflict among the rulers of Vijayanagar, Pamini, and Odisha. The Vallur of the first two brothers. The Vallur means the courage of the two brothers, Harihara and Bukka. Bukka of the Sangama dynasty protected the new kingdoms from the superior forces of Pamini Sultanate. So, this Vijayanagar empire was protected by the greatest courageous of the founders of this Vijayanagar empire. They are Harihara and Bukka. These two brothers are the kings of Vijayanagar empire. So, they protect their region from sultans of Bamini and Odisha. Bukka's first son, Kumara Kumbanna, ended the Sultanate in Madurai and succeeded in establishing Nayak kingdoms there. The conquest of Madurai Sultanate by the Vijayanagara Empire is described in detail in the poem Madura Vijayam, composed by Kumara Kumbanna's wife Kanga Devi. End of Sangama dynasty. When King Bukka died, he had left behind a large territory to his son. After the Bukka died, his son Harihara to rule. Harihara II's impressive achievement was securing Balagam and Goa from the Pamini kingdom. Harihara's son Devaraya I defeated Kajapati kings of Odisha. His successor Devaraya II was the greatest ruler of the Sangama dynasty. He began the practice of recruiting Muslim fighters to serve him and to train him in the new methods of warfare. This Sangama dynasty was ended by the death of Bukka. Then rise of Saluva dynasty. After Devaraya II, the Vijayanagar Empire went through a crisis. The able commander of Vijayanagar army, Salva Narasimha, making use of the situation, declared himself the emperor after murdering the last ruler of Sangama dynasty, Veerabaksa Raya II. But Salva dynasty founded by Salva Narasimha came to an end with his death. When Naras Nayaka, his able general, seized power, it ushered in the Tuluva dynasty. Boys, listen carefully. When after Devaraya II, the Vijayanagar Empire went through a crisis. Why? The internal conflict between the king and the ministers. During this time, the supreme commander of Vijayanagar army, who is that? Salva Narasimha, used this opportunity and he killed the Veerabaksa Raya II. Then he captured the throne of Vijayanagar Empire. Then Salva Narasimha emerged the Salva dynasty. But this Salva dynasty came to an end with his death. When Naras Nayaka, his able general, seized power, it ushered in the Tuluva dynasty.